What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Logan Vlogs and Cars. I know it's been a while since my last video, but today I got something very special for you. I got a car review, the first of many to come in the future. Today we got the 2017 GMC Sierra All-Terrain. Now, I know the first thing you're thinking is, if you're a car fan, what the hell is that? It's a very reasonable question, but the answer to that question is, this is not a stock All-Terrain. See, when we bought this car 2 years ago, the dealership that we bought it from, they took this stock when it had 13,000 miles, and they basically just said, let's put a 6-inch lift kit on it. We're gonna smack some big ass squash looking Ford Bronco looking tires on it, and we're gonna call this the new All-Terrain. And I gotta say, it makes it look a lot better. So I ain't complaining right here. So I'm just gonna give you a quick little walk around if you wanna follow me. We got the front end, we got the GMC logo right there. Nice big grille. LED headlights, you know, to make the car look sinister, to say the least. And then you got the blacked out logo, which is never like that when you come stock. If you wanna zoom in a little bit, you can. Personally, I think it looks better black. Some of y'all could disagree with me. I mean, don't get me wrong, my favorite color is red, but on a blacked out truck, the red badge looks kinda, so you walk around, these wheels, since they're not stock, are they're called XD series, and if you're wondering why they look so dirty, it's because we use this truck for its sole purpose. Do some dirt riding. All right, so we come over here, right here, you also see the blacked out All-Terrain. You might want to zoom in just a little bit because it's blacked out completely. They did that. They spray painted that with some stuff that you buy at auto parts probably. Then you got these custom little racks, though these don't come from the factory. They're solid metal. They won't break for crap. So, and then obviously you move down. This is the biggest point in the back end, this big old metal roll bar. This you do get from the factory standard. Not a lot of people like it. We've gotten some critiques about it, but for the most part, I love it. It's metal, it looks cool. I think it gives the truck character, unlike every other GMC Sierra 1500 that's on the road with a 6-inch lift kit. There's too many of them in Florida. By the way, if you're wondering why it's wet, Florida's also bipolar. So 5 minutes, it's super sunny like the Hawaii, and then another second, it's Massachusetts raining on this bitch. So moving on to the back, right? Got the GMC logo, just like the front, blacked out. Love that. It really gives the black booty some character. And just like the All-Terrain, we got this painted blacked out as well. I think it looks great. And then you also see the All-Terrain logo again. Also note that this has a backup camera because we live in the modern era and we don't live in 2003. So that's wonderful to have, like always. And this truck just has a great stand to it, especially with these nice LED taillights that light up the road at night. Just looks very sinister and very cool. And if you kind of come at an angle right here, you can kind of see the wheels poke out just a tad bit, just a little bit, you know, not too crazy. XD series tires on the other side as well, because we don't, you know, we don't go cheap when we buy these trucks. Right here, you know, the one thing I will say about the outside before we get into the interior, right, is this. Does not come from the factory. It's not normal. It's actually something we bought on eBay for 20 bucks. Size does not matter on antennas. And personally, I like to keep it small because smaller is always cleaner. So let's get on the inside and see what it looks like, shall we? All right, so hopping in the 2017 GMC Sierra All-Terrain. First of all, you notice the cabin is a lot nicer. Closing the door, it's solid for how old it is compared, like, you know, they redesigned, obviously, they got a newer Sierra, as you all know, right? So obviously the interior is kind of starting to get outdated, sort of, but in my opinion, I think it still looks fresh for considering like how long this interior has been around compared to the previous one before this. The door, not leather, but it's like this nice like little pad, right? Then you got this nice little the door opener, whatever you want to call it. You can see it right there. It's half chrome, half plastic. It's nice, you know. Plastic parts cheap, but we don't count that. You know, there's also some plastic parts right here. And you know, obviously in the window controls and all that good stuff. But it's pretty nice overall, you know. The armrest is like firm, but I mean, it's like this rubber, I don't know how to explain it. It's like rubber like material with fake stitching to give it a premium look, but it's durable. And if you take this off-roading, you will not, it's easily wipeable and stuff. It's not gonna get ruined like leather. Then you got the steering wheel right here, which is crooked, so please don't mind that. But the steering wheel has the nice red GMC logo, and we left this red because it goes with like the nice analog with all the red. And when it lights up at night, it just matches the red. So it goes with the interior better, right? You got the windshield stocks, still pretty good for what's worth. I mean, it's GM quality, so it's as good as it's gonna get. You got the nice shifter, and you got all this nice like centerness. I mean, it's plastic, but again, it's a lot better than the last gen for sure. The best part that's even better than the last gen is the freaking dashboard. Much higher quality. It's like that same rubber stuff I showed you on the side passenger thing, right? It's the door panel on the other side is the same thing as well. So if you want to look at the door panels, check it out. That's basically what you get on the same side. You know, it's got a little like fake carbon fiber thing going on the door thing. And you got this nice armrest right here, very squishy. I don't think leather, but it definitely squishier than this size. So it's comfy. You could take a road trip. You could kill miles in this forever. Now, starting it up, put your foot on the brake. You got a standard key, as you can see right here. It says GMC on it, and then you also got red GMC right here. I think the key fob on this looks a lot better than the last generation. So put your foot on, put the key in, start her up. This one's quiet because we don't have no exhaust like a lot of people would probably do. And well, basically, when you see it here, if you want to show them this real quick, you got the light up LED, you got the red, you know, the red stuff in the center, all that good stuff, and you got the center touchscreen, and you know, you got the light up stuff, right? Got the light up climate controls and all your little buttons down here, right? So that's basically a little quick overview of the front seat. Oh, forgot to mention, you got the sunroof as well. This one has that option. I'm sure it's like $2,000 if you buy it brand new, right? You optioned out yourself. You got nice mirrors. They're not the ones that flick up and show you like the backup camera that shows you everything and nice. This is not the new one. Like, obviously, I'm not gonna go over like the infotainment. Everyone knows this infotainment. It's not nothing special and new. You have Apple CarPlay, obviously. You have a lot of center storage, as you can see. You got crap in there, so obviously it stores a lot of stuff. So the view out, one more thing, just a little thing. The view out is phenomenal. It's really high. You got good presence, but aside from that, there's not much else to cover, so why don't we hop in the back seat and see how much room there is for my 6'2" legs. Hopping into the rear seat of the 2017 GMC Sierra All-Terrain. Obviously, closing the door. Feels really solid back here, just like the front. Very nice and bulky. I'm not going to go over this side of the door, because if you want to take a look, it's the same thing on the other side, as you can see right here. It's the same thing on this side. And the back is not, you know, they kind of cheap out a little bit. It's not soft right here no more like it was in the front. They still got the same chrome, which is nice. They got the carbon fiber that you see down there, you know, that the fake carbon fiber that looks nice. Same rubber, so they didn't cheap out there. And then lots of plastic basically. And the speaker, if you notice at the bottom, doesn't have the nice chrome Bose look to it, so they kind of went a little cheap in the back, but it's all right. I'm not gonna zonk it like that, you know, not that badly. It's a little older, I'll give it credit. Right here, as you can already see, you got cup holders that come standard. They fold away, fold out nicely. You got the center seat, so it's a bench seat. You can sit all across, and me in the bench seat, yeah, it's nice. I mean, it's a little awkward. I mean, this will probably get uncomfortable about 10 minutes, give or so, just because my legs are so long and the hump comes up kind of high. So it's pretty nice. But me sitting back over here, if I put my feet under the seat, yeah, it's pretty nice. The seat comes a little close. This is where I sit, by the way, people. So I'm a taller guy. If you're shorter, I'm sure you could scoop this up and I'd have even more leg room. And then as for headroom, the roof does this really cool thing where it's kind of low and you think it would, but then it comes back up like a cube and comes back over your head. So it gives you a lot of headroom. I'm 6'2" for comparison. And as you can see, I got a lot of that room for my head. So no problem. And the leg, it's fine. It's doable for, I say, like a couple of hours, and you got to stretch your legs after that. So I say this is a really good, reasonable back seat. The little lumbar right here can get a little uncomfortable at times, but overall, I got to say, it is a nice interior. Definitely better than the last gen for sure. Now, the moment y'all been waiting for, how about we get in the seats and see how it drives? Shall we? So right now we are driving in the 2017 GMC Sierra All-Terrain. As you can see, we got a nice view height, as you can see. Extra tall, right, extra nice, some nice day outside, like always in Florida, but sometimes it's really bipolar, so you can never know. So start off, we're just starting off the drive. Getting on the, you know, the simple road. This is the simple road, no big deal. I mean, we're not going fast, right? How does it drive? I would say a very monster-like feel. Like you feel like you're in a monster truck, but it rides really nice, believe it or not. Like I could take a road trip, and I've done it several times where I go like on an hour road trip to my friend's house up in like the other side of Florida, pretty much. It's like, it's really nice. You could do road trips in this. The speakers are really good, I think, personally. And the best part is you can adjust that stuff, mid-range, bass, treble, all of that fun stuff, right? It feels nice. But let's get to a higher speed and let's see how it feels. We're gonna go straight and then floor it. That's 60, maybe 68, who knows. It was not bad. It takes forever because the wheels are big, but now getting up to like a faster speed, I'm doing 60 now, feels really good. It feels nice. I mean, you feel the bumps a little bit, but it feels really nice. Now, going around a corner at a decently fast speed, kinda, yeah, car rolls a little bit, but it feels good overall. Now we're on like this little like back road because I want to see how it feels taking a really sharp turn, right? But the speed feels good. It's very slow. It's got the 5.3 liter V8, which is, you know, very standard, not very fast. I think it's got like 300 horsepower. But you guys know the stats of those. It's a very popular V8 engine, okay? It's not a sports car. You're not gonna take this to the drag strip to compete with a Shelby GT500 and a C8 Corvette. That's just not what this thing's for. What this thing is for is to look good, to possibly go off-roading, and to just eat like miles forever, like basically take road trips in, right, with your family, your friends, whatever. And how does this do? Well, it does very well at that. Taking this corner decently slow because I'm gonna like make us like flip over if I go any faster. So taking that corner felt good. You roll, your body leans a lot. The seats are not very supportive like a sports car, but it is nice overall, right? I got a lot of nice things to say about this truck. Some people would criticize it, especially the stock version, about how cheap the interior is, and I'm not going to say that because personally there's too many videos where people talk about that. I don't need to tell you guys that it is a little on the cheaper side, obviously. Don't expect this to be a Mercedes on the inside. That's just not what you're getting this for. This is for an entirely different, you know, type of people. See, that time it floored pretty nicely. So apparently the truck, if you're like starting slow and then flooring it, it has some lag to it. But when you like already have your foot on the gas and kind of ease into it, then it really takes off. It's fast enough. It's slow and sluggish, so it's probably gonna look 10 times slower on camera. But what it is meant to do is to travel across the country. That I believe it's the best thing at. Like, I could take this from my state, Florida, all the way to California in a couple of days and be comfy while I do it. Alright guys, so now that we've taken it for a thorough test drive, you've seen the acceleration, you see how it looks from outside, inside, you've seen the interior, how it looks, how it feels, my opinion on it. So now I bet you're wondering, well, if I want one, how do I get one, especially like this? These, specifically brand new from the factory, these start around $40,000-ish. Add the sunroof, it could cost you a little close to $50,000 brand new, right? That's not the lift kit included, that's from the factory, looking weak and puny and stuff. Lift kit, probably $5 grand. Wheels, probably another $2 grand altogether. So for that alone, you're probably looking, altogether, a little over $60,000 you'll be spending on this truck, which I know is a lot of money, but if you're a big truck fan and you know what reliability is, you'll know this 60 grand will be nothing 10, 15 years from now when this thing's still running at 200,000-300,000 miles later. You'll be driving something that is a lady killer, that just takes everyone's breath away. Yeah, it's a lot of money, but if you can afford it, I think this thing would look amazing in your driveway. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the 2017 GMC Sierra All-Terrain. If you did like this, please subscribe, give it a like, share it with everyone you know, because obviously, like you know, I do not got a lot of subscribers at all. That would mean a lot to me. I hope to see you guys in the next video.